welcome back, everybody. You're still keeping it locked right here on this Tuesday. Now, with the current national lockdown, we may have seen a reduction in road accidents and certain types of crimes, but there has sadly been an increase in women and child abuse. Now, this is not only a problem affecting South Africa, but also a pattern being repeated globally. Countries like the United Kingdom, Brazil, and even China have all reported an alarming rise in abuse cases as their cities have gone into lockdown. Now, trauma counsellor Lana Snoyman, who works with victims of abuse, joins us this morning via video call to give us some insight into why these abuse cases have spiked and what can be done about it. Good morning, Lana.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Sadly, you think that when the world is going through a pandemic like this, we would see a reduction in these abuses, but that is obviously not the case, hence why you're on the line. Why do you think there's been a spike in the number of women and child abuse cases reported at this time?
So the set of circumstances under which our people are being placed is not normal. It's not a natural restriction. And the vast majority of our people are not accustomed to spending time in close proximity with our loved ones or with associates. And the resultant effect is that frictions are arising, various amounts of tension are getting released onto those loved ones, be it due to the lockdown, due to job losses, financial, poverty. There are so many different situations that are playing out here, and the resultant effect is that those closest to us in the physical proximity are the targets of this abuse.
That is so sad. So, for instance, if I'm put in this position, what is the process of then reporting abuse? And is this process different now that the country is in lockdown, or is it still the same?
So under normal circumstances, one would try and suggest that the victim reaches out to a trusted friend, a teacher, a mentor, a religious leader, perhaps a member of the police. Here, the circumstances are far more challenging in that they are in lockdown with the perpetrator. So herein, they may or may not be able to send an SMS to a friend. They might be able to use a certain code to say, help me, go to the police. They might not be able to physically vocalize their needs. So the challenges are far more taxing on the poor person being abused at this time. Because naturally, as I say, one would reach out to a police officer,
Absolutely.
Perhaps even a social worker. Use the contacts you have, obviously considering your own safety. So do not put yourself at greater risk when trying to reach out.
What would you then say? Are there any places of safety in South Africa right now that can accommodate, abused women and children during this time?
There are places of safety, Jamie Lee, but the fact is that your case has to be assessed and evaluated. It's not that one can just pick up and move into a place of safety. And very, very often you have to go through a social worker. So what we suggest is if you are reaching out and you do have a trusted friend, family member that can assist, perhaps reach out to them, ask them if they can be, for the interim, your place of safety, somewhere where you can be in lockdown and not threatened.
Okay. And who would be your first point of call? Who should these cases of abuse be reported to when you are going through this?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
I said, who would be your first point of call? So if you are going through this, who should these cases of abuse be reported to?
Who should be your first point of call? Sorry, the line isn't clear. I would reach out to a trusted friend. Perhaps they have more accessibility to the powers that be. They can perhaps go to a social worker or perhaps even go to the police on your behalf if you are really in dire straits and you are in lockdown and you do not have the privilege of getting out of your very small confines.
Okay. Lana, thank you so much for shedding light on this topic. It's very sad indeed, but like Lana says, if there is anyone, reach out to someone. And maybe if you are feeling unsafe in your relationship while in lockdown, contact the Gender-Based Violence Command Center emergency number on 0800 428 428. And if you have no airtime, then please do send a please call me to this number, which is *120 *7867# or visit gbv.org.za for more information. Thank you so much, Lana.
Thanks very much.